Breaking the feedback loop, the work of awakening cells. The loop seems unbreakable, but it's not. Every awakened cell weakens the system. When you disidentify from voice, you stop feeding energy into voice-based systems. When you operate from divine consciousness, you demonstrate an alternative is possible. This is the important part for us. When you create from operator awareness, you build systems that serve wholeness instead of hijacking. When you refuse to transmit hijacking, you break the generational chain. You become a disruption in the feedback loop. The tipping point, critical mass. Systems theory and complexity science shows systems flip when a critical threshold is reached. You don't need everyone to awaken. You just need enough. Research suggests 10 to 25% of a population adopting a new behavior can flip systemic norms. So this gives us hope. We don't need to go convince 8 billion people to take responsibility for their shit. Thank God. Morphic resonance means each awakening makes the next awakening easier. That's Rupert Sheldrake. Field coherence means awakened operators create a coherent bioelectromagnetic field that entrains others toward coherence. Your awakening doesn't just free you, it makes awakening more accessible for others. This is why the work matters. This is why individual liberation is collective liberation. The cellular parallel, immune response and healing. When your body has cancer, healing doesn't require every cell to be healthy. It requires stop the spread. Immune system recognizes and neutralizes cancer cells. So that's when the operator wakes up and is like, oh my God, I'm not the voice. Restore healthy function. Enough healthy cells return to proper operation. Systemic support. Organism provides conditions for healing, nutrition, rest, reduced stress. Critical mass. When enough cells operate properly, the organism heals. The parallel for collective healing. Recognize the hijacking. Awakened operators see the voice or Wateco clearly and refuse to operate from it. They return to operator consciousness when enough humans reclaim divine operation. They create healing conditions. They build systems that support awakening instead of hijacking. So we have to build all new systems to replace all these hijacked demonic systems. The parallel for collective healing, reach critical mass. When enough operators awaken, the collective body heals. We don't need 7 billion awakened humans. We need enough to tip the system. You are part of that enough. That's awesome. Practice, recognizing the loop in your life. The feedback loop isn't abstract. It's operating in your daily life. Notice, where do you feel pressure to operate from voice? Economic pressure, like work yourself to exhaustion, compete, and hoard resources. Social pressure, perform, achieve, compare, conform. Cultural pressure, consume, distract, stay busy, don't question. How do systems benefit when you're hijacked? Anxious people consume more, shopping, substances, entertainment as escape. Exhausted people don't organize or resist. Distracted people don't recognize the hijacking. Isolated people don't build alternatives. Where are you unconsciously perpetuating the loop? Judging others. Voices comparison maintaining separation. Operating from scarcity. Voices fear-based economics. Seeking external validation. Voices conditional worth. Staying distracted. Voice avoiding present moment operator recognition. Then choose differently. Disidentify. That's the voice. That's the collective hijacking, not me. Return to operator. I am awareness. I am divine spark. I serve the whole. Refuse to feed the loop. Choose presence over distraction, collaboration over competition, sufficiency over scarcity. Create alternatives. Build relationships, systems, practices that support awakening. Every choice to operate from operator consciousness instead of voice weakens the loop. Every awakened cell contributes to the healing of the whole organism.